Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Chrissy, and in today's video I will be creating a floral arrangement using the same florals that I used in my Christmas tree. If you've tuned into any of my previous videos, I've decorated my front entryway, my kitchen, my Christmas tree, and my TV stand. I originally wasn't planning on doing anything on my table this year. Our table overall is pretty small, and I've said in previous videos that we are a family of 5. We've got a really busy household, and we use this table for everything. Not only do we eat dinner here, we do homework here, we unload our backpacks after school. This table is used for everything, and so although I like the way it looks, most importantly I need the table to be functional. But after I finished decorating the Christmas tree, I thought, let me throw a little something together, and this is what I came up with. So I've never actually made a floral arrangement before, but I want to start, which is kind of part of the whole me stocking up and buying all of these roses and foliage in this kind of spring-like theme. And because I was working with what I had, I just kind of started. So I took a lot of these baby breath and these little florals with the balls, and I initially just started laying them out as symmetrical as possible, so that I could cover the base of the bowl and also kind of hide the stems, because I didn't want to cut anything down. I don't know what kind of application I'm going to use these in later on, and I didn't want to cut them or destroy them or do anything to them that I couldn't undo later on. Once I used up all of the, as I call them, floral filler to cover the bottom of the bowl, I pulled out my roses and kind of tried to figure out what colors I wanted to use. It was at this point that I remembered that I had a whole bin of other florals that I've used in different applications in different seasons. The red and green dried leaves I got from Hearth and Hand or Studio McGee. I want to say Hearth and Hand a few seasons past. And the green bin was filled with greenery that I use when I host, and I like to use it for filling out and decorating tablescapes, or excuse me, not tablescapes, but grazing tables. Okay, y'all, so at this point I'm starting to panic. I know what I like, but I didn't really go into this with any kind of plan, so I decided to look at my Pinterest and go into my floral arrangements board. I don't know if people still use Pinterest like that, but it is so inspiring to me. I have boards for everything, and this one in particular is so good. This floral arrangement was one of the ones that inspired me wanting to have the peonies all over my house, and I think I am on the hunt and need to find something very similar to that to purchase to use later on. But I ultimately ended up settling on this one because the base of the bowl looked very similar to what I had, and I appreciated how it had just those few, what was there, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 roses kind of just scattered about. I felt like it was doable with the supplies that I had already. Overall, this floral arrangement looked very whimsical, and even though this was my first time really trying to put something like this together, I'm a DIY girly, and I am going to perfect this and have a florist listed on my resume under things I taught myself. Now, I would definitely say, if I could give advice to those of you who want to recreate something like this at home for yourselves, the first thing I would say is to trim your stems. It makes it much easier to work with and a lot less bulky. And the other thing I would say is invest in one, it's not an investment, just purchase one of those floral blocks, the little foam ones that you can stick the stems in. Most of the time that I spent on this was because I was manipulating or trying to manipulate the florals to stand up in a very specific direction. So at this point, I should have referred back to my Pinterest inspiration photo, because she got a little heavy really quickly. I ended up fixing it, and as I kept stepping back and I realized that less was better in this situation, and I removed a lot of those dark green leaves from the bottom of the bowl, and I think it made all the difference in the way it turned out in the end. Like I've said in previous videos, if you've made it this far in the video and you're still watching, I thank you. If you enjoyed this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you in the comments since I'm a new channel. Christmas time is my favorite time of year and I love decorating for it, but I have quite a few other things in my house that I'd like to decorate and take you on that journey with me. Merry Christmas to you all, and I will see you in the next one.